Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Allied HomeQuest Complete Connection with the Community in Real Estate. I'm Mary Camuso, Realtor with eXp Realty, and today we have the pleasure of getting to know Nathan Dobbins with Dobbins Realty. He is a local real estate investor. You were also a former sergeant with the Marines.
Yep.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks.
And your sacrifice. We know it's a lot that you and your family give, so thank you. He has years of experience in leading others and runs a local real estate investment group. If you're looking for creative real estate solutions in our area, then I recommend you chat with Nathan.
Yep, absolutely.
Welcome, Nathan. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So you mentioned you're from the Gold Vein area.
Yep.
How long have you been in the area?
So I grew up in Stafford until I was about in middle school, and then we moved out to the Gold Vein area. My mom found a great deal on some land out there that we couldn't pass up, so we moved out there. And then when I was in the Marine Corps, my unit was in Towson, Maryland. So I lived up in Maryland for about 12 years.
Awesome.
Yep, and then moved back down here about 4 years ago.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So can you tell us something that you really like about Fredericksburg?
Oh yeah, there's so many things to choose from, right? No, Fredericksburg is it's just a great town. You know, I've been to a bunch of small towns, throughout the country and stuff, especially in Fredericksburg and Maryland. And Fredericksburg just has a great group of people. It's tons of history and stuff here, the downtown atmosphere is just fantastic. So it's just a cool town.
So the downtown.
Yeah, the downtown area
Overall,
is great. I think so. Yeah.
culture,
And so
charm.
I love the business owners and stuff down here. I've gotten to know a bunch of them over the last couple of years, and it's just a good group of people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love downtown too.
There you go. You're in that group then.
Yeah. So could you maybe tell us something that most people don't know about you?
Well, that's a good one. Probably most people, especially some of my recent friends, they probably don't know that I grew up in high school milking goats before I went to school in the morning. Yeah, we had some animals and stuff growing up on the farm. We have some chickens now, but no, not the rest of the stuff.
So how early did you have to rise to?
Oh man, we were getting up probably at 5:15 and getting all the chores and stuff done, and then hopping on the bus. And we live on the edge of the county too, so the bus was there early. So
Awesome.
early mornings, which I still take too, so it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It created good habits
Yep.
from the beginning.
Yep.
Get the chores done, good morning routines.
Yep, absolutely.
So let's just get into what drives you to do what you do. What's your why? What's your motivation?
That's a great question. That's something that I think about a lot. My why is really time freedom. You know, that I want to get to the point where I have the financial stability for my family that we can do what we want, when we want, with who we want. That's kind of the big overarching goal.
Yeah, that freedom of time is definitely
Yeah, a lot of
after.
people, they think it's about the money, but it's really about what that money can let you do. Time is something that you can't buy back, you can't trade it, and all that kind of stuff. So you gotta do what you can to keep as much of it doing what you want to do versus other stuff. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
We spend so much time working.
yeah,
It consumes so much of us, and the sacrifice,
yeah.
which you know personally. So very cool that that's what you're after.
Yep.
Is your business, Dobbins Realty, going to help assist with that? Could you maybe give us a little bit of information about what you do?
Sure, absolutely. So Dobbins Realty started about 3 years ago. When I started out, so I'm not a licensed agent and I'm just strictly an investor. So what I started doing was wholesaling vacant land. So basically that means I would market to landowners in the area, some on market, some off market, and then I would get a property under contract. So say I agreed to purchase a 5-acre parcel from someone for $30,000. I would go network with builders and stuff in the area, usually builders, and I would know what their buying criteria is and a good price for them. So say $40,000 would be a good price for them for that 5 acres in that area. I would offer it to them for $40,000, and then I would cover closing costs, and then whatever was left would be my profit for that deal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I started.
Did you get you were officially under contract, like you had a submitted offer and ratified, or
Yes.
was it like a verbal agreement?
Yeah, totally ratified offer. Yeah, I didn't push anything around unless I had it under contract. Because a lot of wholesalers get a bad rap because they do shady stuff, and I definitely didn't want to be like that. So everything was above board. I used a title company. I'm sure you know John Kayla in the area if you're in real estate, or have been in the last 40 years. He's a real estate attorney, does great work, so he looked over all my contracts and that kind of stuff, made sure I was good and legal and all that kind of stuff. So.
Nice. So
Yeah.
then you would find your buyer in the contract period.
Yep. So in the study period, 30, 60, 90 days, whatever we agreed to, I would find the buyer, and then I would assign my rights to that contract to the end buyer. And so then I would help follow the process through. The title company would do all the paperwork that was necessary, and the end buyer would close on the property, and I would get the proceeds and cover closing costs.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I know that's not all you are after in Dobbins Realty. Tell us more.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I did for the first 3 years. Along with that, I was also running a meetup for real estate investors. So I started the meetup about 4 years ago. We started out in Warrenton because when I started, there were a couple groups already in Fredericksburg that were operating, and I was visiting them, and so I didn't want to try to add another one to the mix over here, and there weren't any really going on in Warrenton. So I started over there. With COVID, we went virtual for a little bit. That was garbage, right, for networking and stuff. And so we ended up coming back in person. And when I came back in person, the groups here weren't operating anymore, the ones that I knew about. And so I just brought it back over here because most of my regulars were from this area. So
Awesome.
yeah, so I was doing
I guess
that.
COVID killed the local.
COVID killed a lot of them. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's just like with a lot of stuff around our restaurants and everything. So
Yeah.
But yeah, so I came back, and then about a little over a year ago, I started researching the RV space. So that's kind of my personal focus right now, is the RV space. So if you look at RV sales the last 4 years, they're completely skyrocketing.
Yeah.
So I have a lot in Stafford right now under contract that I'm working to develop into an RV and boat storage lot. So just parking lot for RVs and boats, trailers, that kind of stuff. Working with the county right now on the special use permit process for that. So that's just don't hold your breath for that project yet. That's going to be a little bit, but it'll be cool once we get that off the ground, as long as they approve it.
Yeah.
And then I'm also looking for land to do a full campground as well.
Nice.
So looking for acreage around. I have some lots out in Western Virginia that I'm looking at. So hopefully get that project going as well.
That'll be fun.
Yep. And I had a couple of friends from my meetup group as well asked me to come in and do some flips with them. So we just finished our first flip recently, and that closes on the 22nd, so that'll be good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so a little more.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there'll be a little more experience under the belt, and I'll be able to connect and talk with and help flippers that I know better with that knowledge too. So that'll be good.
Awesome. Have you thought about like a coaching?
Not really. I haven't really thought about that much. Really, I'm just trying to, with the meetup group and stuff, I'm just trying to help folks connect and that kind of deal right now. So
Cool.
maybe in the future, but not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Working on the fun
you said you wanted to
projects.
give people advice, so I was like, are you headed in that direction?
Yeah,
or-
potentially. We'll see. I just, like I said, I just really like helping people and watching them succeed and that kind of stuff. So,
Awesome.
and that's one of the reasons I started the meetup group, right? Just to help connect folks and bring speakers in to share their knowledge and stuff about the subjects and that kind of deal.
Very cool.
Plus, when I started, I didn't really know much either, so that selfishly, some of the knowledge is for me as well. So
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to learn more.
Absolutely.
How often does your meetup group meet?
We meet once a month, the last Tuesday of every month typically, and we meet at Strange Ways Brewery up here at 6 p.m.
Awesome. Every month, same place?
Yep, every month, same place, same time.
Awesome.
Yep.
So if anybody's interested, go
Yep.
check it out.
That's right. We have a Facebook group as well. That's around that meetup group. So we just crossed 360 folks in the Facebook group. In the last in-person meeting, we had 55 people there. So it's been a good group. I'm really enjoying seeing everyone connect and get some deals done. So
Awesome.
yeah.
You mentioned for the first 3 years you did land deals. Are you still doing them, or are you kind of phasing out of that?
I've been kind of phasing out of that, so I've stopped my marketing for it. I've been focusing on the RV space and the flips. And I have a couple other projects that a couple other partners and I are looking at right now. Hopefully more to come on that soon. But yeah, so we'll see. That's kind of been my focus.
Cool. Awesome. It's a lot going on with everything else you're doing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's time management is critical for sure.
So can you tell us, is there anything else you could add that maybe people don't know about Dobbins Realty?
Usually it's that I'm not a licensed agent. I probably should have picked a better name for my company, but no, it's just me in the company. I don't have any employees right now. So Yeah, that's what I do.
Are you looking to move into growth of having employees, or just kind of stay solo?
I would probably let the deals dictate that. Personally, for Dobbins Realty, not in the near future, I would see employees. But in different deals, if there's a business that we're purchasing or something like that as an investment, and we need employees for that, but that would be obviously with that entity. So.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. So, what are some of your personal goals?
Oh, personal goals. That's a great question. Retiring my wife is probably one of the big ones for me right now.
What does she do?
So she works for her family's insurance company.
Okay.
So they're kind of a niche business. There's only 2 companies I think in the country that do what they do, but they're basically brokers for labor unions.
Okay.
So they go out and find all the policies and bind them and that kind of stuff for all the labor unions and give them their paperwork and that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
But her grandfather started that in the 70s, so she's enjoyed it. She gets to work with her family and her mom and stuff, so that's a blessing that they get to do that. But her mom's reaching retirement age and stuff, and she wants to kind of be a stay-at-home mom to the kids and stuff. So the sooner I can make that happen for her, that'd be great.
How many kids do you have?
We have 3 kids. Yeah.
How old are they?
8, 6, and 5 right now. Yeah.
Yay.
Yep. Yep. They keep us busy.
Yeah,
so.
definitely busybodies at those ages.
Oh yes, yeah. But yeah, they're great though.
Any other goals besides retiring your wife?
Yeah, nothing that's on paper at the moment. Doing these personally, getting this RV stuff done is kind of my personal goal right now. It's just such an underserved market, and I love camping and being outdoors and stuff, so I love the space. And I'm just excited to get that project done. So.
Do you think that those 2 will come to fruition in 2023, or do you think it's more of like a long-term?
The storage lot could be a 2023 project, most likely fall this time. And the campground will be a longer-term project. If I identified the lot today, it's probably still looking at a 1.5 to 2 years out, if I had to guess. So.
Just to fully develop the space and make it.
Yeah, so I decided to when I started researching this, right, you kind of get to a crossroads where you have to pick either buy an existing campground and fix it up, or develop from the ground up. And I knew with most campgrounds not being built since 70s or 80s, I knew if I bought an existing one, I'd have to go in and redo a bunch of stuff anyway. And I was already kind of in the land space, so I just kind of chose to do the development route. So. That way I knew what I put in there was current and good and all that kind of stuff.
No surprises.
Yes, yes.
Especially with the 70s and 80s, and that's where a lot of the campgrounds were built. We don't see too many newer campgrounds.
No, you don't, yeah.
So that's very cool. How many acres are you looking for?
At a minimum, so my projections are based on 100 sites. So at a minimum, I'm looking for 25 acres. Okay. Depending on price and location, I'll take whatever I can get, inside that rough budget I have for the land.
Yeah.
So.
Are you looking for like water on the land? Are you gonna have?
That would be ideal. Water is definitely a plus. If we find something that doesn't have that, we can always dig a pond. As long as the county, wherever we're at, lets us do that. But yeah, ideally we'd have some sort of water.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, you'll have to keep me posted because I love camping.
Yeah,
so I'll
100%.
Come check out your campsite. So we touched on your personal goals. Do you have any goals for your business? They're kind of overlapped.
Yeah, they kind of overlap for me right now. I guess I kind of talked about the business goals. I mean, personally, spending more time with the family and stuff. That's kind of one of the big goals personally. That's time freedom. Like I said, that's what it is. Be able to go take a vacation when we want to and that kind of stuff. And that's kind of the personal goals. But
awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's anything else that you maybe want to add, or want everybody to know about?
Yeah, no, I just love networking in Fredericksburg and stuff in the area. I love meeting business owners and other folks, especially in the real estate space. I love chatting about real estate. I love helping people and connecting. So anything you guys need that I can help with, let me know.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, I think we could probably go on forever here, but I'll go ahead and cut it there. If you have any questions for Nathan, you need any real estate investment insights, or have a referral for him, you can reach out to him directly. I'll include his contact information in the comments below, or you can contact me directly and I'd be happy to connect you with him. thank you for being here today. I really appreciate your time and getting to know you and getting a little bit to know a little bit more about you and your business. And I wish you all the luck with your business endeavors to come. And y'all just have to keep us posted.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks again for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks everyone for being here with us today. We appreciate you. I'm Mary Camuso with eXp Realty, and this is Nathan Dobbins with Dobbins Realty. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye.
See ya.